Hello and welcome to another edition of Fix64. I'm Darren Hadley, and today I have a Minisforum 795S7 mini tower. It has the AMD Ryzen 9 7945HX with 16 cores and 32 threads. It's a barebone, so it comes without the RAM, SSD, and I am going to put an SSD in it from Yottamaster, the Gamechill SSD. Looks like it has a really nice heat sink. It read speeds up to 7450 megabits per second. And we're going to be throwing that in there. And it has a 2.5 gig LAN. And oh yeah, we're going to be also 32 gigs of DDR5. And we need to provide cooling, so I got a Noctua Industrial and a GeForce RTX 5060 low profile card. I think the motherboard in this thing is the same as the BD795i, and so yeah, it should be fairly simple to install everything and get it up and running in no time. So let's open this up and get going. Need to remember to sharpen my Swiss Army knife because it can barely cut the tape now. Alright. Looks like we have the Wi-Fi card set up, so we can add a Wi-Fi card. And there's the power cable. And let's see what we've got. Documentation. I'm sure if you watch ETA Prime and those guys, you've probably already seen this unit. And I thought I would try one out and do some benchmarks and stuff. Yeah, same exact motherboard. Looks like it has a built-in power supply. It seems to be a nice little unit. I like it. And it's got front USB-C, USB-A, audio jack, reset, and power button. Okay, let's see what we've got on this thing. Let me zoom in a little. Okay, 2 USB 3.2, HDMI, DisplayPort, USB-C, reset, 2.5 gigabit LAN, 2 more USB 2.0 ports, and your audio jacks, a 400 watt power supply, and there's 2 slots for a low profile graphics card. Okay, and then there's 2 thumb screws right here. And simply slide that off. And then it looks like it comes with a fan. So yeah, we won't need the Noctua. In fact, it comes with a whole different heat sink than the BD790i system. I did not expect that. Okay, anyway, all you do is, looks like we have a couple of screws on this. One right there, another one right there. Phillips. And simply slide that out. And now we can access the internals. Looks like it's already, most everything's plugged in already. And we have a 8-pin PCIe cable. Looks like some SATA power cables. 2 SODIMM slots. And oh yeah, I decided to go with a Crucial 64 gigabyte kit, since this is going to be a fun little powerful system, instead of that 32 gig kit. And then of course the Gamechill SSD, and the SSD will go right in this area. There's 2 slots. And let me see right there. I think that's a Wi-Fi card slot. There is a Wi-Fi card bracket, and yeah, the antenna kit. So that must be what it is. The SSD area, it's open, unlike on some of the motherboard systems, the BD790i or 95i, I can't remember what that is now. And yeah, we'll be able to utilize this heatsink. Okay, let's start with the RAM installation. That goes that way. Yeah, always make sure that you're lined up with that slot before pressing down. There we go. RAM installed. Anyway, those SSD slots are kind of hard to access. Okay, and then like on some of their other boards, they have these, I don't know if you can see that, they're like little plastic clips. You just pop them up, and then when you lay the SSD in, you plop them down over the screw hole area. Okay, let's get into the Gamechill. Oh, I just cannot grab that. I would like to thank Yottamaster for sending this drive over for us to use in this build. Oop. God, I do that every time. Screwdriver, boom. I need to remember that, yes, they come with screwdrivers. All right. It's already got the heatsink on it. Very nice. So that should keep it nice and cool. And we need to access this area. Let me remove that cable, I think. Okay, I removed a lot of cables. And then we simply want to put the Yottamaster drive in. Okay, finally got it in. Wow. Anyway, the drive installation is usually simpler, but you know, everything's so cramped in there that I would have loved to have just used the screw, but you know, Minisforum was trying to make it easy, so you could just plop the thing out and put it back. But when you're working in like zero space, you know. All right, I will put everything back. Okay, we've installed the Yottamaster 7450 megabits per second. All right, at this point, we could actually install Windows and just use the computer. But, you know, we kind of want a little more graphics power. So we're going to install a low profile Gigabyte 5060 card. And yeah, I don't have a spare Wi-Fi card, so we will forget that for now. It's nice it came with the kit. Got the usual Gigabyte caution tape on it. Yeah, look how tiny that thing is. Alright, did come with the low profile bracket. I will install this and then install it into here. This will be a nice little maybe 1080 1440p gaming system. And with our Gamechill SSD, it'll be fast. And a powerful processor. I think it's equal to the 7950X, only downclocked. Yeah, we may want to undo these screws. And break these metal pieces off. Yeah, I don't want to try to put this cable in afterwards. Hopefully it goes in with it. Very good. And then boom. There we go. Like that. It is installed. Yeah, I wouldn't have. I mean, I probably could have put that in there, but it was easier just to install it first. Can't wait to run a couple of games on this and see what it can do. Get this. There. Kind of hides the cable mess. That thing looks good. Place the two screws. There we go. Yeah, it's not worth trying to use a smaller screwdriver with a larger Phillips head. Okay, here's our Minisforum gaming system. I think we are ready to see if it turns on and installs Windows. Okay, let's turn it on. So this is always the scary part. You hope that it posts. There we go. 1 minute. Awesome. $79.45 HX, 64 gigs of RAM. Well, that was quick. There's the Yottamaster. Okay. All right. This does it for this build. Look for my other video where we actually run Windows and test the Gamechill SSD from Yottamaster. I'd like to thank Yottamaster again for providing it for this build. And yeah, we'll definitely test that. We'll test some games on it too. So look for that video. It probably will come out before this one, so, or about the same time. Anyway, I'd like to thank all of my subscribers and all of you viewers out there. And if you like what you see and you need your fix, please like and subscribe and hit the bell notification for future video releases. I'm Darren Hadley, and thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful day, night, whatever it is where you're at. Thanks.